Now, the ongoing power cuts continue to be a concern. A Democratic Alliance delegation has been denied access to the Kusile power station today. The party is demanding answers from management at that station. A few weeks ago, Kusile reported serious damage to one of its chimneys and cannot operate at full capacity. Now, let's go to eNCA's Heidi Giokos, who's following that story for us, and she joins us now live. Heidi, the DA, inviting media to come with them to this particular power station. Did they not make an appointment? Did they not know that, the power station might not let them in?
Well, according to the DA's leader, John Steenhuisen Masego, he did say that they made prior arrangements days before their arrival here today at Kusile Power Station. They also did indicate that they spoke to the stakeholder manager here at Kusile Power Station yesterday and informed her that they would be arriving today for an oversight visit and to really understand what's going on here at Kusile Power Station. But upon their arrival, they were met with, my colleague Teddy is going to show you, they were met with security who are blocking the actual main entrance to Kusile Power Station. You cannot go beyond this point where you see those cones unless you have access, so you have identification that allows you to go in, or if you have prior arrangements to actually get into the power station. We do understand that it is a national key point, so of course there needs to be prior arrangement to this. But according to John Steenhuisen, this arrangement was made, but he believes that the Minister of Department of Public Enterprises has blocked him from entering into this power station, and he says for him it's a clear indication that officials here and government as a whole are trying to hide what's really going on, possibly speaking into the energy crisis that we face. We actually managed to get to see the DA leader just before he left, and let's just listen to what he had to tell us about not being granted access to this power station.
Well, we were told that we weren't allowed in because you've got to go through the minister's office to be able to get access to this. The very minister we're trying to hold accountable. I wish the minister was as energized and exercised and efficient at dealing with this crisis as he is in preventing the leader of the official opposition, a constitutional office bearer, from having access to one of the reasons why our country has plunged into stage 4 or 5 load shedding and why we're sitting in this crisis today. This morning there was a barricade of security officers which wouldn't even allow us up the road to get there. So clearly there is something to hide here at Kusile. They clearly don't want the opposition here, and if there was nothing to hide, I would have thought that Minister Godon and others would have welcomed the opportunity for us here to come back and go back to the people that we represent to let them know exactly what's going on, because government is literally keeping the people of South Africa in the dark.
Well, my understanding, Heidi, is that power stations are considered national key points and you cannot just gain access or entry into power stations. And he's mentioning that he saw security from the bottom of the road. I wonder if you know if that's always how it is. Is that always how they secure the power station, or was this different even for you?
Yes, Masego, I must say that the last time we were here, it was this year. It was with Scopa, when Scopa was doing an oversight visit, and we did not see this security here. There was security, and security is very tight. You of course need to have prior approval and permission to get access to this power station. Understandably so, it is a national key point. You have to make sure that you are allowed access and are allowed to actually get into the power station. But we didn't have security from so early on, because further up the road is the actual entrance to the power station, and the security seemed to have come further down. So this is not something I've experienced before, but the DA is saying that they did get prior approval. The DA is saying that they did get access, and they have proved to show that they were granted access, and they had engaged with Eskom prior, and they had arrived here yesterday as well, and they had engaged with all those involved to say we will be arriving. And when they arrived today, they were told they're not allowed inside.